Welcome back. This is Unfiltered Forex with me, Clement, and today I'll talk about the second law, continuation of the four laws of behavior change from Atomic Habits by James Clear. So today we're talking about the second law, make it attractive. So this is the law that deals with the craving part of the habit loop. We already talked about the cue that once you see it or just once you are in the right place, the next thing that follows is the craving. You have to crave something. Habits are a dopamine driven feedback loop. So when dopamine rises, so does our motivation to act. According to how dopamine works, the anticipation of a reward, not the reward itself, is what gets you to take action. Like when you are craving something, you are the initiative to do the action is greater than the satisfaction you will get after the action is done. So yeah, temptation bundling is one way to make your new habit more attractive. This is the act of pairing an action you want to do with the one you need to do. In trading, one good habit that can be adopted via this method is patience. It's a known fact, it's a common fact. You need a lot of patience if you want to be a trader. Either when you are waiting a setup to form, or you are waiting for your trade to play out, or just you are outside of the market and you are waiting for your trading session to come so that you can get into the market. You need to exercise a lot of patience. 90% of trading is usually just waiting. Yeah. So while you are in this time of being patient, that's when you should do this temptation bundle thing. So in the previous episode, we did talk about how you can avoid emotion trading by staying away from the market. That means being patient and waiting for the volatility to settle. This is where temptation bundling technique, the temptation bundling technique is most useful in this case. So as you are out of the market, you can use that time to do something you love, all right, something you want to do. For example, you can just watch a movie, or you can take a walk, go drive, say hi to a friend. Just do the activity that you really want to do, and you do that activity during this time you have decided to stay away from the market. So yeah, this activity you choose to do, it has to be realistic, it has to be consistent with the time frame of waiting you're doing. For example, I just said you can go visit a friend. You cannot go visit a friend if you are only waiting for 3 hours. Like you are out of the market for 3 hours only and you have decided to visit a friend. You can go there for 5 hours, even 4, but you see, you'll have wasted a lot of time in that case. So in as much as you are supposed to do the thing you want to do, make it be realistic, consistent with the time frame of waiting you are doing. If you have the whole day off, for example, it's a bank holiday, so you're not trading today, you can go visit a friend, you can go do shopping. We just do the things that are usually take up a lot of time. So yeah, if you are waiting for a trade to play out, while you wait, instead of constantly monitoring the market, that's when now you can read a book you love, if you love reading books, or just watch a film you like. Even when you are, yeah, if you love movies, just an episode or two, and then you get back to monitoring your trade and planning your next moves. So patience and time wasting, there is a slim line between the two. There are people who are patient and there are people who are just wasting time. So if you are a patient person, this is where now you can set a price alert, like when you are close to your workstation and you want to do something. For example, you want to do something on your laptop, and you also want to remember when you also want to keep track of the market at the same time. So you can set a price alert to alert you when price is at your point of interest as you go on with your work or whatever you are doing. So yeah, it's a very efficient method to help you build up the patience thing. Yeah, we naturally adopt habits that are praised and approved of by our culture because we have a strong desire to fit in. So this is now another stage in making it attractive. Yeah, another stage in making it attractive. The most effective way of making a habit attractive is to join a culture where your desired habit is the normal one and you already have something in common with the group. This is what some people call peer pressure. Yeah, there's good peer pressure and there's bad peer pressure, but it's the same word. So for example, if you take alcohol, you probably do it social drinking, like you have your friends there, you're having a good time, you take some because it's an acceptable habit within that group, and you have something in common with your friends. So yeah, it's the same with any new behavior you want to adopt. You find a group where your desired habit is the normal one and you already have something in common with the group. So the normal behavior of the tribe usually overpowers the desired behavior of the individual. So yeah, this is why now the concept of peer pressure is very pronounced here. If your friends are businessmen and they're all doing big things in business, you as an individual, if you are their friend and you are not in business, you might decide to give it a shot. Why? Because the normal behavior of that circle of friends is overpowering your individual desires. So yeah, that's how it works. This is where now, back to trading, this is where joining a community of traders becomes necessary, especially for new traders who are trying to get off the ground and stay consistent in their trading activities. You need to find a group of people who you can talk to about these things, people who can push you to do better, people who, yeah, you have something in common with them. I'm sure you know about the story of, not a story quite, it's a concept of crabs in a bucket. When crabs are in a bucket or in a barrel, if one crab tries to get out, the other crabs they join effort and pull that one crab back inside. Yeah, it's a very interesting concept, but that's what I'm trying to explain here. The desired, the normal behavior will overpower your individual desires when you're in that group. So yeah, to know which trading community is best for you, you're going to make sure you have something in common with them. Personally, most trading communities I know is for young guys in their early mid 20s, and yeah, because that's where I am. That's something we have in common with most of them. If you are an employed person in your 30s or in your mid 30s, late 30s, you can also find a group of people who do this trading thing you want to start, and then just befriend them. Yeah, and then the habit will build itself up without having to put in too much effort. So the inversion of the second law now: make it unattractive. Habits become attractive when you associate them with positive feelings, and inversely, habits become unattractive when associated with negative feelings. Change your perspective to make the bad habits you want to stop seem unattractive. Repeat to yourself the consequences that come from the bad habits habit reading habit that you can stop via this method is overtrading. Overtrading, you need to understand that more trades do not increase your chances of winning, they increase your chances of losing. So when you get that into your mind, when you repeat that statement to yourself several times throughout your trading session, your mind will understand that you're making this habit unattractive, and it will be hard to even start it. Yeah, once the habit is looking unattractive, that's it. It's easier to stop. So there are many such short statements you can use to help yourself build up, to help yourself make the bad habits look unattractive. That's really the best way to do it. So find a quote, these short statements that they say a lot with very few words, and make sure they are stuck in your brain such that your subconscious automatically recognizes the bad habit as unattractive. Therefore you become less and less likely to do it. So yeah, that was it for this one, for the second law. Next is going to be the third law, and of course going to be in the next episode. Talk to you then.